A man, Arav, in a tattered coat stands in the rain, looking at a broken photo frame of his family. The city skyline in the background is blurred, with neon lights reflecting on wet streets. Arav laughing with his wife and young daughter in a park, sunlight filtering through trees. Arav walking through a dark alley, head down, as people pass by without noticing him. Arav sits on a bench, staring at a help wanted sign on a shop window, but his face shows hopelessness. Arav in a suit, shaking hands with a boss, smiling as he gets a job promotion. Arav tries to enter a diner, but is turned away by the owner, who points to a no loitering sign. Arav finds a small abandoned puppy shivering in the rain and picks it up, wrapping it in his coat. Arav's daughter playing with a similar puppy in their old home, giggling. Arav sits under a bridge with the puppy and sharing a piece of stale bread he found. Arav looks at the sky, rain mixing with tears on his face, whispering, "Why me?" Arav walks into a pawn shop, trying to sell his wedding ring, but the owner offers him a pitiful amount. Arav uses the money to buy food for the puppy, ignoring his own hunger. Arav sees a group of kids playing in the rain and remembers his daughter, Arav's wife in a hospital bed, holding his hand as she takes her last breath. Arav tries to apply for a job at a construction site, but is rejected due to his appearance. Arav finds a flyer for a community shelter and decides to go there. At the shelter, Arav is given a hot meal by a kind volunteer who smiles at him. Arav shares his story with the volunteer, who listens intently while the puppy sleeps in his lap. The volunteer gives Arav a flyer for a job fair, encouraging him to try again. Arav looks at the flyer, then at the puppy, and nods with determination. Arav cleans himself up at the shelter, shaving and wearing a donated shirt. Arav walks to the job fair with the puppy on a makeshift leash, the sun starting to peek through the clouds. At the job fair, Arav nervously hands his resume to an employer who looks impressed. Arav gets a call. He's hired for a small job at a local store. Arav starts his first day stocking shelves while the puppy waits outside. Arav uses his first paycheck to buy a collar J the puppy and a small toy. Arav visits his wife and daughter's graves, placing flowers and smiling softly. Arav returns to the shelter to volunteer, helping others like he was helped. Arav walks through the city with the puppy, the skyline now glowing with hope. Arav looks at the sky. The rain has stopped and a rainbow appears. He whispers, "I'll keep going, for you."